Tires. They are not the most glamorous part of a car, but without them, a car is going nowhere. In essence, a nation runs on tires. But the National Assembly is strongly considering a ban of the most commonly sold type of tire, used tires. The Guyana Used Tire Association, or the GUTA, is still fighting against the used tire ban. According to the president of the Guyana Used Tire Association, Alan Newark, the proposed ban will adversely affect thousands of drivers and was not fully thought out.
So why restrict us from having the choice of buying a new against a good used tire? In that meeting, we proposed a minimum requirement of 4 millimeters. The association did. Government didn't propose this. We did. That's not our aim to do that. But we did it because we thought it was a good gesture on our part to show that we want to pull up our socks and we want to bring the standards of the tires that we import. We have this matter of enforcement. Still, there is no law enacted with what is the minimum requirement for a tire on the road, like in Europe and USA. It's 1.6 millimeters or 2 millimeters, as the case may be. Anything under that, the tire becomes illegal. So we don't have what is required in law, but we are restricting something.
According to this tire shop owner, the common person will not be able to afford tires. The average used tire sells for around $4,000. The average new tire, $15,000.
You tell me how a public servant in got pay transportation for go to work. A man buy a brand new tire. He have to carry up the cost of it because the tire costs him more. The minibus drivers them and them must put on more costs on it. There's no way that it's gonna be down. It's gonna be up. $50,000 a month for a public servant working for cannot for these people them to travel.
If the legislation passes, the government has proposed lowering the duty on new tires. Regardless, many drivers still would not be able to afford new tires. Like this woman.
I don't think they should ban it. Who could afford it, but nobody small mama can't afford it.
She also does not understand the sense of the legislation in light of the quality of the roads and her satisfaction with the current quality of used tire that she uses.
I can't afford a new tire. And then you get some reasonable good used tires. And then the roads. Because then I go buy a brand new tire and then I fall in a hole. I gotta find money to buy a whole new one again. If they fix the roads and all these things, you're getting smoother roads, then you won't mind. But when you got a whole lot of drops and all these things, it didn't make no sense. People can't afford it.
Newark explained that the proposed ban will severely affect the industry, meaning that tire salesmen must pass the costs on to the consumer. Additionally, many of these businesses are small operations.
We have 5,000 youths employed in the industry. We're talking about employment for young people. We're going to put those young people out of jobs. Let's be blunt here. Because if I have 5 staff or 4 staff, when I start selling new tires, there's no way I can keep that amount of staff on. I can't sustain it. There won't be enough work.
As Newark said, the tire industry employs over 5,000 young men like this one who sees only trouble from the proposed legislation.
You have enough man on the streets is come and buy old tire and everything for put on the vehicle for do the taxi work. You can't afford to buy a brand new tire for 15 or 14 or 12,000 for drop a man for $300 and you drop in a hole and bust your tire. There's pressure. There's pressure upon poor man pulley.
He also believes that public transportation providers, such as taxis and minibuses, will have to pass on the expense to consumers. Also, the decision could possibly make young men resort to desperate means in order to live, a sentiment that Newark also echoes.
If gas is raised and bus fare is raised, what if you gotta buy a brand new tire? It's $500 drop you're talking about, and $1,000 drop. So if you're working for $22,000 a week, and you gotta take out passage. As for me, I live Toshin. I work for $22,000 a week, and you gotta take out passage and come every day. Plus, I gotta buy lunch. What is left back with? I dig in a hole, for full another hole just to survive. I keep your head above the water from not drowning. Cause you make sensitive. Cause if your thief, you go into jail. And when you go to jail, it's another storm you gotta face there again. So it's best you work. And if they say ban, enough tire man go out of job, you got a lot of tire shops selling used tire. And me know what happen, might give more crime. So, them gotta know what them dep on.
once. He said, Skipper, I used to thief when I work in taxi now. You know, if I can't get a tire for me taxi, I'm going to start back thieving. I'm going to thief tires for my taxi. I told this to the minister. He laughed. He smiled. I didn't think it was funny. Because that guy was very serious. How many more do they have out there like that?
It is his opinion that for the legislation to be practical, new tires must be manufactured here in order to make new tires affordable for consumers.
For that to happen in this country, you gotta get company that making tire, and tire must mark made in Guyana. So people, poor people in this country must get work. You understand? Because if we boss man stop bring this here, you understand? We can't get work. Because this here could be brand new. And it can make sense to take on work. Because you just sell it and let it go at a normal tire shop and put it on.
The government had cited public safety and the desire to build a green economy as reasons for the ban. Nonetheless, Newark and the GUTA will continue to oppose this proposed legislation.